Do you know what? What is actually going to happen right at the beginning of this week, my gorgeous Virgolini? I'm not going to lie to you. You're not going to like it whatsoever. It is to do with a little unexpected change, okay? It is to do with an unexpected change, a quite negative experience, but the more negative experience this is, the more the best out in you. This is also going to bring. This is going to be a miraculous moment in time. If you think about this right now, if you know what exactly is going to happen, do you know what? This would like put you off like there is no tomorrow. You wouldn't even want to think about it whatsoever. But it's all about that particular moment in time, which is going to also create an absolutely mind-blowing of your own reconnection, where you're gonna realize so much about yourself, so much about your life, and most importantly, so much about something which you are so passionate about. And only now you're gonna realize that the path is clear. The path is clear. Okay, so this is why this is going to be so important. Not only this negative experience is gonna make an absolutely mind-blowing impact on your life, but this negative experience is going to shake you up a little bit. And there are two ways we can be shaked up in this world, in this life. Number one is something that really kind of brings a shock into our life, and we are like, oh my god, completely out of control. Do you know what I mean? We find ourselves in a completely different dimension and we do not know what to do. And number two is something that shakes us up, and we really surprise ourselves the way we actually feel, because now suddenly this is going to reflect on you in such a way where you are going to have such an amazing, like a great sense of urgency. This in itself, it's actually going to bring the best out in you, my gorgeous Virgolini. So this negative experience is going to be absolutely everything you need at this stage of your life in order to wake up, and in order to do what you know that you need to do, and in order to move on with your life like never before. So this negative experience is going to be absolutely superb when it comes to you, because it's going to be probably one of the biggest and greatest moments of your own awakening you've ever had. This is going to help you to reconnect with yourself like never before. And now you will align. You're going to align, and you're going to find yourself on a very specific path, and you will know exactly what do you need to do, what do you have to do. Yes, there is going to be a very huge, a massive sacrifice you're going to need to make. But you know what? At this stage of your life, you're not even going to see this as a sacrifice anymore. You're actually going to see this as the great stepping stone indeed. You are going to find yourself like, that's why you're going to find yourself like pretty much so being really indecisive and facing a very difficult choice. But when it comes to facing a really difficult choice, you need to understand that now you're reaching a very specific stage of your life where you need to move on, and you have to be honest with yourself, my gorgeous Virgolini, for once. No, I'm joking. You have to be honest with yourself, my gorgeous Virgolini here, okay? This is very important indeed. So when you find yourself being so indecisive, and when you find yourself like facing a difficult decision, well, the answer to that difficult decision, what the answer is, it's gonna make you aware of like, what am I doing? This is not a difficult decision whatsoever. It's literally here in black and white. So when it comes to the difficult decision, the answer to that difficult decision, it's very simple. What makes you feel happy? What makes you feel excited? What makes you feel good? What makes sense to you? This is what you need to do. This is what you need to follow. Okay, so it's very simple. When you find yourself facing a very difficult decision, the answer to that difficult decision is you go towards what makes you feel happy, what makes you feel good. It doesn't matter which problems this can bring. It doesn't matter which uncertainties this can bring. And now it's time time for you to step into an unknown stage of your life, into an unknown area of your life, which is also going to bring you an absolutely, oh my God, listen, you will celebrate. So where are we now? Now we're in November, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. By the end of March 2024, by the end of March 2024, you are going to have a massive reason for celebration, because your life is going to be completely different to the way your life is right now. So you are going to have an absolutely mind-blowing, a reason for celebration, and you're going to thank God. You're going to be grateful to yourself that you've actually decided to make this particular step. You need to be smart. You need to be clever, my gorgeous Virgolini, but also at the same time, you must not allow anything to put you off only because, it's going to take a certain amount of time. The best things in life do not happen overnight, my gorgeous Virgolini, and this is one of them. This is something which is going to seem like, it's going to take absolute ages. No, baby, no, I told you already, by the end of March 2024, you're literally going to have a reason for celebration indeed. This is so important. Like, I cannot even stress how important this is actually going to be. Okay, just a couple of days later, you're gonna get a very interesting but a rather unusual message, very interesting and rather unusual information. And this information which you're gonna get, this is really kind of going to surprise you, but it's nothing to do with your personal life, with things in your life, but it's to do with other things that you have been paying attention to on the outside of your life, but it's to do with things that were scaring you as well and making you feel really negative and pressurizing you, like you need to kind of like you need to hurry up with certain aspects of your life. This is very personal, and it also comes to you individually, the way you reflect on things that you picked up on, what you have been paying attention to in terms of news and things like that lately. Loads of these things are playing an important role in our life when it comes to our subconscious mind, because without us even realizing, there are a lot of things that are stuck at the back of our mind purely because we are keep on listening very negative and dark things. So you need to snap out of it, but you're very smart and you're very clever, and there is something really specific that you're going to realize when it comes to that news, and when it comes to that interesting and rather unusual information and message which you are going to have. You will want to kind of talk to somebody very prominent in your life, somebody who is like a very special person in your life, like a really great friend, or somebody very psychic, somebody ridiculously spiritual, somebody who you consider to be very psychic indeed, and somebody who is an empath like there is no tomorrow. And I know that you're going to be speaking to somebody, and this is somebody who normally inspires you, for example, and that particular person, it's really kind of going to like confirm something to you. The great confirmation is going to come from somebody who you really trust, and somebody who's rather psychic and intuitive indeed. Not only this particular person is a really important and wonderful person, but also this is going to be, oh my God, the moment when you're going to break free out of something, and this is going to be the moment where you are going to decide to make a really important decision here and walk like towards, all I can call this is towards your own happiness, towards the better life, because that particular decision is going to be absolutely everything, and it's going to be a complete game changer indeed. You are again healing and ascending onto the next level of your journey, my gorgeous Virgolini. So a lot is going to start happening to you after this moment in time, okay? And also, when it comes to the beginning of this week, I like this so much. A really important opportunity. A really important opportunity. This opportunity, it's like a really gonna mean to you so much, because it's to do with something that you've been waiting for a while now as well. And it's to do with other things that you have been working on. But this is gonna be something really special. And this is also at the same time gonna make you feel so proud of yourself, because in in order to have this type of opportunity. This is the direct result of your hard work and your efforts as well. Okay, absolutely brilliant. By the time you get to the mid part of this week, my gorgeous Virgolini, you're gonna be working on something so important, like, oh my god, you're gonna be full on, like complete concentration levels are gonna be like a big mama, baby. No, seriously, like you're gonna be working on something really important to you, something that means to you so much, you know, in terms of creativity, but also in terms of like you really expressing yourself and enjoying yourself as well. Well, the bottom line is that while you're working on something so significant and something so important, you know, maybe if you're like a painter, you will be painting, you know, an artist, you know, you will be painting a picture, you know what I mean? Like you're gonna be working on something where you're gonna be expressing yourself in your own unique way, and then there is this realization which you are going to have, my gorgeous Virgolini. On one hand, you're going to realize what is missing in your life, and this is really, really personal, and it's to do with people in your life. It's to do with emotions. You're going to realize something is missing here. Something is missing. And then you're going to realize, you know, well, I need to do something about it. Well, you do have to do something about it because this is affecting your balance. I think this is to do with your emotions, it's to do with love life, and it's to do with things like that. Something is missing, and you must not ignore this because this is an essential part of your spiritual journey. And another thing, so you have to do that, and one specific person is indeed going to be on your mind, okay? Important when it comes to connection and reconnection as well. But also another thing which you are going to realize, my gorgeous Virgolini, is this really brilliant idea which you are going to have. This idea, it's not something that you're going to realize for the first time. It's something that was on your mind not that long ago, but you like kind of poof, forgot about it. So now you're going to be reminded of that particular idea, and you're going to be thinking about that particular idea. But what you will not understand, that now the time is right and there is a specific reason, then you suddenly just remembered that idea. Go for it, my gorgeous Virgolini. There is a specific reason for it because now the time is right. It's all about the confidence, and it's all about the power, and it's all about this optimism and courage which you're going to feel at the same time. This is brilliant, and also it's a very clear sign that this is going to be something which is going to be super successful for you. But just before, you couldn't kind of go for it because there was so much happening in your life. It wasn't the time wasn't right because of a few different reasons. But the main couple of reasons was literally the time wasn't right. In between then and now, you went through something really specific where you've learned something so special and so sacred about yourself, which was needed in order for you to open your eyes and to follow this path even further. But then another thing that was preventing you was like you just felt like your hands were tied behind your back because there was so much going on. So this is now going to change. This is now about to disappear. So this is why, my gorgeous Virgolini, this is going to be so important. And also when it comes to the people in your life, you like need to reconnect to a few different people in your life. Maybe you haven't been spending enough time with the people in your life, with the great people in your life that mean to you so much. But something is gonna happen to you, and it's really kind of gonna make you aware of maybe like 2 or 3 different people, not that you were necessarily neglecting, but like maybe you just didn't find the time for them, but you should because they mean to you so much, you know, because on this earth we are not like forever. You know, we are here and then we just go, you know, we move on, you know, we die and then we are reborn again. There's something else or someone else, and then we don't remember our life from before. But the bottom line is that, you know, these are very sacred moments that we share with the best people in our lives, like our family members or our best friends. So when you feel like this, there is a very specific reason for it that you most certainly should follow indeed. Okay, by the time you get to the last part of this week, I love this so much, baby. It's to do with a great, amazing victory, a brilliant accomplishment, a recognition, something that, you know, my God, it's to do with the fantastic news, with the great news, which is going to make you feel so happy. It's to do with something that you've been working on, something that means to you so much, a fantastic achievement, brilliant achievement, a fantastic moment of your own victory. You will realize where your power is. You will realize where your strength is, but you're also going to realize how different you are. And you're also going to have so many ideas. This is going to be the time where, you know, so many things are going to start changing in the best possible way. This is this information, this good news which you are going to have about some kind of accomplishment, something that you've been working on. This is going to be such a victorious moment in time that it's actually going to start the process of one of the biggest transformation. Not only you're going to reconnect with yourself spiritually, and there is this spiritual idea which you are going to have, and as soon as you have this spiritual idea, you will want to try something you've never tried before, but it's going to be a lot to do with spirituality, and you will go for it. You will try this because you're not going to be able to stop thinking about it. Well, the bottom line is, as soon as you start that, let's say you never smudge your home, let's say you never smudged your home with a dry sage, and then you just have this idea, I just want to smudge my home. It's brilliant, just go for it. And it's not only about you smudging your home and doing the right thing in terms of spirituality or clearing like a negative energies, but there is some kind of realization that is going to come to you, some kind of realization that is going to come to you about you accepting some kind of a challenge. And the sooner you accept that challenge, the sooner you're going to move on with that aspect of your life. But then again, you need to follow this flow, this spiritual flow, in order to see what exactly this is and what exactly am I talking about here. So you are going to kind of spiritually reconnect with yourself, and that is going to give you the strength, you know, like confidence and strength to walk away from what exactly you need to walk away from your old life. My gorgeous Virgolini, this is going to give you strength and confidence to walk away from your old life. All this is going to be absolutely obvious, but it's also bringing you exactly what you should be focusing on. This is bringing an ultimate change in your life, but also at the same time so much to look forward to. It's all bringing you to this moment where you're going to realize, like, there's certain things that you want to do, and you're going to be thinking, why didn't I do these things before? You know, now these things are going to become like kind of urgent. But this, again, it's a lot to do with your lifestyle, the way you live your life right now, and all the things that are missing. And all these things that are missing are going to become, you know, in a hand reach at this moment in time. And before, you would be like, oh no, that would only make you feel really negative. But now you're just gonna become so excited, my gorgeous Virgolini, like never before, literally. Okay, my gorgeous Virgolini, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Sasha Bonasin, psychic medium. I love you. Bye.